Courteville is a business solution development company, and what we have, the services that we provide and the kind of product that we provide are locally designed and developed. We're using local talents because the challenges are and the landscape in Nigeria and essentially in West Africa are different from most other places in Africa and the rest of the world. So we had to develop all these, these ideas have to come from the fact that we were trying to solve some infrastructural or social challenges. And when we do that, because they don't exist outside, that area, they become international quality. And because technology does not have it doesn't allow you to have borders, any geographical borders really. It is on the web. You can use it anywhere. As I'm here, I know what is happening in my offices at home, and my services are going on. I have more than half of my staff in London with me now, and the work is going on. Now, why have we gone international to that extent? We have operations in Sierra Leone. It was challenging in terms of how to even start, but we got there eventually. We first have to start trusting ourselves as West African, as Africans in the first place. There's this phobia, and I understand it. Nigerians are very aggressive in business, as in everything. I mean, if you have visited maybe the rest of the countries along West Africa and maybe Central Africa, you notice that the way we do business in Nigeria is very aggressive, and this can scare a lot of local, businesses and entrepreneurs and even government, and that comes out most times when you go. And the idea is just these Nigerians have come to take over again. It shouldn't be, because we have come with technology in terms of Courteville to help improve systems. What Courteville does is to use technology, mobile, web, internet, to help improve the delivery of services to the end users, whether it be government or private sector. Sierra Leone has been a wonderful experience, despite the challenges that we had starting, and we are there. They've seen the effect of what we're able to do, and they're enjoying it. We're enjoying it, and that's okay. We hope we have offices in a few other countries, though not operations necessarily. Very soon, even if we do not have the government contracts to work with them, we will go in there with our private sector initiatives, and we'll start. Now, what would they want to deal with the UK and America? It's still the idea, the colonial, mentality that is still residual in us. Anything coming from here has to be better than what we develop there. We face the challenge even locally in Nigeria as well. Our people need to believe in us. The Nigerian ID project, for example, I keep insisting. Why go Korea or France or anywhere? For me to handle that contract, you say, as my government, you say I must have a partner that is foreign. I have done database capture, transaction capture, database, administration. I have over 50 million records of different, statistics. Why should I not be able to handle it? I don't bother to pitch for it, because if I must come with a foreigner to do this, then you don't trust what I have. And we could have done it for a cheaper and a faster, much cheaper, and it's faster than that.
And when it stays in the country,
it does. So, colonialism, it has to be superior if coming from here, and it's not there, because even from here, it probably comes from China before it comes to us. So if China can bring it directly and it cannot compete with what I have locally, why do you think if it comes through London or the US, it will be better? It won't be. It won't be.
And do you think there's any chance of that? Well, when you're in Sierra Leone now, and so did you find it easy to deal with the government over there? And do you think it's something that could be replicated? Maybe that's a model that could be copied by other companies.
Yeah. Yeah. When what you do is so closely dependent on government authorization of government to do it in any country, you have to be very careful. You have to first of all separate politicians from civil servants, and then separate these two from businessmen. Go in as a businessman, because you have no business in their politics or their civil service. It's very critical. We had our challenges even recently, but what you cannot take away, doesn't matter the color of my skin, my language I speak, if the results that I show are good enough for what I promised or better, you can't take away the quality. Now, leave the rest of the politics of the civil service to the people. You will need them when you are trying to get the contract. You need to work with them. But once you start, stay out of their politics, do your job, be businessmen and women, and then I think you'll do well.